So today, I'm going to be demonstrating for you the Macintosh Powerbook G4. That is a little bit dilapidated at the moment, you can see. Clearly, there. It's like that on all the sides. Anyways, it has a 1.5 gigahertz G4, obviously. I believe the revision is a 7447A PowerPC, but I don't really know. It's got 2 gigabytes of RAM and with 2 different modules. An 80 gigabyte Hitachi hard drive. That is not original. The original is actually right here. If I can get it. This is the original drive. Again, this is a Hitachi 8 gigabyte drive. You can see it's the original Apple OEM drive. That doesn't sound too good, does it? So there's something wrong with the mechanism here. I don't know what happened, but the drive is toast. Back to the machine. It's got Mac OS 10.5.8 Leopard installed. That's the most that can run on a G4. And when I can open it here, the latch is temperamental. This is the 17-inch model, so this is the biggest of them all. It's got the backlit keyboard, 2 speakers, the touchpad. No multi-touch, it's too old for that. And ports. On this side we have port for a Kensington lock, port for the power brick, the modem, a USB port, PCMCIA, and the inputs and outputs for the audio. On the front we have the screen latch button, and unfortunately the super drive does not function in this one. It has taken one of my CDs and now it won't eject it for some reason. And on this side we have, I probably shouldn't move the machine around like that, it'll scratch it more than it is. USB, Firewire 400 and 800, Ethernet, S-video output, and a DVI out. This is not a VGA, like most Macintoshes do not have VGA. And this machine actually comes from a business. Comes from a workplace environment. That's what it was used in. And these actually have revolutionary latches on them. Well, it was revolutionary for the time. Nowadays, Apple just has magnets. That's all. But let me show you this latch system. So the way this works, basically, works like this. Now forgive me for the terrible camera work you're about to see here. Works. You can see the latches swing down like that because there's a magnet inside here. Inside there is a magnet, and it latches into a little notch in there. And then when it's not, those are spring-loaded. When you open it up, the latches spring back into the position here, which was revolutionary for the time because these would always get always get broken off, like on these. Those would always get broken off. And I think that's enough of me blabbering on. I'm going to power it up for you. Okay, it doesn't want to go for me here. I'm thinking it's probably the battery, which does not have a charge, so I've got to plug it in. It is now plugged in, as you can see. That is orange. During the power up, you'll watch it turn green. Stupid image. I'm going to power it up, and you can see that turn green. The CD. which isn't going to go too well when it comes to Mac OS. Slowly loading the operating system. And here it comes. Oh, and it's going to ask me to connect to my network, because it apparently can't find it. Okay. Not gonna find it, so I'm not gonna bother. Oh, and I have to reset the date and time too. But first, I'll show you about this Mac. You can see 1058, 1.5 gigahertz G4, and 2 gigabytes of RAM. I'm going to set the date and time here. There isn't much loaded on this computer. In fact, there really isn't anything at all. So I don't use it that often. Yeah, I like that one. So date and time, date and time. I don't look very carefully, do I? Set date and time automatically, so it should be changing my date and time like that. Of course, it's not going to connect to any of my internet connections. So, to do it manually, today is August 26th. Oops, 26. It's 11, and it is 10:02. Oh my god, it's 10 o'clock already. I'm also going to reboot it so you can hear the chime here. Really isn't all that interesting, it's just like all the normal Macintoshes, but I like you to hear the chime on all my videos. For those of you that aren't familiar with the way the Macintoshes work. So there you go. Thank you for watching this video of the Macintosh Powerbook G4. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. I hope to see you next time. Till then. You can see right there, there is a port for... Get out. There's a port for the Kensington lock. Power supply. Modem. Telephone modem. USB. PCMCIA. Which does not want to open. The input and output. On this side, you have USB, FireWire 800 and... Blech.